How we doing, everyone? I'm just gonna put my volume down real quick. Put it to 4. I think it's a little better. Hopefully it's not too loud in the background. I doubt it is. I'm just throwing on some gameplay of myself in the background while I talk about some topics that I wrote down on my phone because we have the NA Regional tomorrow, and I'm pretty excited for that. I am from North America. I am from Florida specifically, and it's gonna be fun to talk about and fun to watch. But anyways, there's a really high lobby in the background as well. We're playing like a full SAM stacked lobby. Pretty good players, and we have Next Way on our team, so just have fun watching that. But the first thing I wanted to talk about was some of the things that I'm seeing right now in the league. First things first is I think Envy and Rogue are like in the hunt right now for like top 5. They are not a top 5 team right now, either of those, and it's pretty obvious. I think teams like NRG, SSG, V1, Oxygen, FaZe, obviously, they're all easily above these two teams. Where I was kind of surprised, I thought Rogue was going to get some help with Aqua, and Gyro just always playing series in Rank X and improving. Taroko, I thought, was always really good in the off-season, postseason, or not postseason, just the season last year. So I was kind of surprised when I saw Aqua move to this team. I'm like, they're probably going to be just like SSG. They got this new kid, provides a lot of offense for the team. They're going to be really good. But not everyone can be as good as Daniel. Not to say that Aqua isn't performing, because I think he is. I think the whole team as a whole isn't really performing, whereas Daniel is, along with SSG. And plus that SSG roster is better. Reynolds and Arsenal are certainly better than Taroko and Gyro, and that's no disrespect. I think a lot of people would disagree or agree with that. But let me know what you think in the comments. I hope some of these things that I talk about, you can just comment what you think if I'm wrong or if you have different opinions, stuff like that, because I love to hear it. Anyways, so what's the other thing? But yeah, teams on the come up. So Envy and Rogue, I put in the same tier right now, and then V1 and Oxygen, I also have in the same tier, but they're above Envy and Rogue right now. They're like, if I had to put them on a tier list, I would do Envy Rogue at like C, and then V1 and Oxygen at like B, and then teams like I would probably put like SSG A for now, and I would have to move. I think my S tier teams right now is probably NRG, G2, and then FaZe is like right in between S and A. SSG made like the finals of the last regional. I think they've been going pretty deep. Same as FaZe, same as G2 and NRG, obviously. I think NRG is always in the last for all of them, so that's why they're still like the top of NA. But G2 won the most recent one, and I think if there's going to be a new, one of the new other things I want to talk about is I think like NRG might be dethroned here. That was pretty sus in the background if you saw that. I think NRG could be seeing the last of their days, and that could be debatable, very debatable. But man, this NRG roster, Atomic's always wildly like inconsistent, I want to say. He's the best offensive player in North America. I think he has been for a long time. I think a lot of people can agree on that as well. But when he's not playing in like that, what's that word everyone uses? The flow state or whatever. When I feel like if Atomic's not playing at that peak performance, the teams he's played on has suffered like greatly. But from the start of his time on G2, I think the first regional, they didn't even play that bad. They just didn't play to get to the end of playoffs like they did this time, and then went on to win the regional. So when Atomic plays his best, it's lethal. It is absolutely lethal. It is someone I want on my team 12 times out of 10, and it's just kind of crazy to see how like great that is. And I miss Atomic as a Envy fan. Like fuck, I hate having Drees. I wish I had Atomic. I wish I had someone like who's trying to score these plays, staying upfield, shooting the ball, being mechanical as shit, and doing all these great things. So it's really cool to see G2 being better because of him, and it just the direct results from him being on the team. So yeah, G2 probably going to be number 1 after this third regional if they win this. If they win this third regional, I think they're the best team in NA, and I think NRG will have to take the 2 spot. FaZe 3, SSG 4. Let me know if you think that's reasonable in the comments or not. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, I guess the FaZe thing. I'm kind of I thought FaZe was going to be more of a super team. they've gone like 9-0 in their bracket and day one of their regional for regionals 1 and 2. I'm pretty sure they've gone 9-0 in both of them. They've stomped everyone in their group in group play, and they've just shown that they're better than the others. And granted, group play, it doesn't always have the best competition. One of the teams is always like much worse than yours. Two of the teams are probably a little like less, like not as great as you, but not as shit as the other team. And so it's not the like tell all story of how the team is, but it's a good measurement of like, wow, this team's pretty dominant if they're shitting on everyone 9-0 like that. But and then FaZe, they start in uppers, and then they just kind of barely lose. They barely lose the series. I'm pretty sure they lost to NRG like 4-3 in one of them, and they lost to G2 4-3 in one of them. And it's just, maybe FaZe is secretly the best team. It's just they're just getting hoed on like stupid shit. And now that I think of it, the more that I talk, the more I think of it, is that there's a YouTube video, or there's a clip of I remember it was like it was Sypical. He choked like a game-winning shot. And it's just like, damn, you gotta make those. Like, they literally would have sent him to OT, and like everyone on NRG was just like, oh my god, like I can't believe you just missed that. Definitely look that up if you haven't seen it. Just look up like Sypical missed shot, and it'll probably show up. But I remember watching that live. I was like, oh my god, that should have been a fucking goal. Like, FaZe should be in OT, but instead they just lost the end of the game. I think it was Champions Field, NRG, and it was like a decision game on what happens next. So, unfortunate, unlucky. Maybe FaZe is that secret best team, but they just can't pull it out in the end because they have the talent, absolutely. They got fucking Firstkiller, who's still one of the best players, if not the best player in the world. I still think it's Monkey Moon. Regardless, best player in NA. And then they have AJ, who's incredible, and then they have Sypical, who's just god tier. So it's kind of weird that I think that FaZe is just not, they haven't won a regional. I think that's kind of crazy in my eyes. We'll see what happens. Maybe they'll finally get this regional win, and maybe they'll prove me wrong at the end of it. Okay. I guess last thing I want to say was SSG is going to be another team to watch. That's the end of the game right there. SSG is going to be another team to watch because Daniel is just elevating them to new heights like never seen before. It's kind of ridiculous. Reddles is great, Arsenal is great, but Daniel's just absolutely insane. I've never seen a player have much of an impact on the team as he has right now in front of our eyes. So it's pretty cool to see that happen. Yeah, that's probably it. I don't know if SSG can ever like compete for a level number 1 seed spot, one spot in NA. I don't know if they can do that with these other teams around, but we'll see. They've been playing great. They've been improving as a team, as a lot of these teams have been. So I think there's potential for a lot of people right now, and I can't really say what's going to happen in the future until we see the events being played out in front of our eyes. So watch the third NA regional. I encourage it. I insist. It's going to be a good one. A lot of teams duking it out. A lot of bubble teams too is they're going to be playing. So if you want to see some of the rank X, rank A talent in North America, definitely watch it because one of the teams randoms in Group A I'm looking forward to watching consists of a rank X team with Chronic, if you might remember his one's gameplay back in the day, two-piece, and then I forget the third name. I hate to say it, but they're all great players, and hopefully some of the bubble teams can get some dubs and shine in against the big boys in the Pro League. So, okay, I've been ranting on long enough. Just want to talk about a couple things and my thoughts and opinions on wow, we got carried this game. Look at that. Just want to share some of my thoughts. But yeah, alright, that's going to be the end of this video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Love you all. Peace.